Have you ever felt like certain situations keep repeating in your life as if there were some invisible pattern behind them? Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have everything working for them, while for you everything feels stuck? And most importantly, why does nothing really change, even when you try to change? Today you're going to discover the answer. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 12 laws of karma that explain why your life is exactly the way it is. This is not magic or superstition. These are deep principles that govern cause and effect, energy, choices, and consequences. And they influence everything: your relationships, your prosperity, your emotional health, and even your opportunities. And the most important part, you're going to understand that karma is not punishment. It's a powerful mechanism of learning, transformation, and personal evolution. When you understand these laws, you stop being a victim of chance and become the conscious creator of your own reality. Imagine finally understanding why certain people enter your life out of nowhere, why some problems insist on returning, or why you feel emotionally stuck in the same stories. This video may give you exactly that clarity. And maybe you're going through this right now, repeating cycles, attracting people who hurt you, feeling stuck, or noticing that you're receiving results you don't even understand. If any of this makes sense to you, stay with me until the end, because each law will open a new door of understanding about who you are and what you're creating in your path. By watching this entire video, you will gain awareness, personal power, and practical tools to change your life at the root, not just patch problems. You will learn how to break negative cycles, elevate your energy, and begin attracting situations aligned with what you truly want to live. And before we dive into the 12 laws, tell me in the comments, what cycle do you feel is repeating in your life? Write it down. It helps you gain awareness and strengthens our community. Also, leave your like and subscribe to the channel, because here you learn every day how to transform your mind, your energy, and your life. Now, let's begin. Karma is not punishment, not a curse, and not a predetermined destiny. Karma is the natural consequence of your choices, actions, thoughts, and the energy you place into the world. Everything you do generates an impact, and that impact returns to you at some point, in some way. It's not about punishment, it's about learning. When you repeat unconscious behaviors, you automatically create cycles that repeat in your life. Many people suffer because they think they're unlucky, when in reality they are simply repeating actions that generate the same results. It's like planting the same seed and hoping for a different harvest. The real power of karma lies in awareness. When you understand why certain situations happen, you gain the freedom to transform them. Karma only tightens when you ignore the signs, cling to the same attitudes, or avoid the lessons that life is trying to show you. In this video, you'll see how each of the 12 laws works like a mirror. They don't reveal the world. They reveal how you interact with it. And when you change internally, the external world has no choice but to transform as well. That's how you break cycles and create a new reality. Law 1. The law of cause and effect. Nothing in your life happens by accident. Every word you speak, every decision you make, and every emotion you feed generates a vibration that creates consequences. This law shows that everything is the result of something you did, consciously or unconsciously. It is impossible to escape the cause. Many people believe their difficulties come from outside, but the law of cause and effect shows that most of what we experience comes from seeds we planted long ago. Sometimes small actions accumulate and explode into big situations later. Nothing is lost. Everything returns. When you truly understand this law, you stop blaming others, the universe, destiny, or bad luck. You take responsibility for your life, and that gives you control. That is true spiritual freedom. Ask yourself, what effects are you harvesting today? And which causes did you plant in the last few years? The answer is inside you. From now on, every conscious action becomes a step toward a better life, because change begins here. Law 2. The law of creation. The law of creation says that you are not a passive observer of life. You are an active creator of your reality. If you don't create the life you want, you end up living the life others create for you. Your reality is shaped by what you accept, tolerate, focus on, and allow. Many people live on autopilot, waiting for something external to fix their problems. But every real change begins with an internal decision to act differently from what you've always done. To create means aligning thought, intention, and action. You can't desire peace and live in chaos. You can't desire abundance with scarcity habits. You can't desire love while acting with indifference. Your energy must match your desires. Ask yourself, what are you creating right now? Did you build your current life, or did you simply allow it? When you take the role of creator, it becomes impossible to keep living a life that doesn't represent you. Tardishiro Law 3. The Law of Humility. The law of humility teaches that you can only transform what you acknowledge. As long as you deny a problem, blame others, or refuse to see the truth, nothing changes. Many people suffer for years because they don't admit their own patterns. They keep repeating behaviors that lead to the same result. Spiritual humility is the ability to look at your shadows and say, "This is mine, and only I can change it." That courage is already half the healing. Admitting your flaws does not weaken you, it strengthens you. Humility is not submission, it is awareness. It is seeing yourself without masks, without victimhood, without ego. Ask yourself, what truth are you avoiding? What are you sweeping under the rug? The law of humility shows that denial imprisons you, but honesty frees you. Law 4. The law of growth. The law of growth reveals that nothing changes unless you change first. The external world is a reflection of your internal state. If you want different results, you must become a different version of yourself. Many people wait for life to improve, for someone to show up, or for an opportunity to magically appear. But the universe only delivers new experiences when you develop the emotional and spiritual maturity to receive them. Growth is uncomfortable because it requires letting go of old versions of yourself. Habits, beliefs, people, places, and behaviors that no longer match who you're becoming. Ask yourself, what inside you needs to evolve for your life to move forward? The law of growth reminds you that when you change, everything else follows. Law 5. The law of responsibility. The law of responsibility states that everything in your life reflects your choices, boundaries, and patterns. Nothing external has more power over your life than you do. Responsibility is not about blaming yourself. It's about reclaiming your power. Your reactions, your standards, your limits, and your decisions shape your life. Responsibility is freedom. Many people stay trapped in the past because they blame others for everything. Blame feels comfortable, but it keeps you small. Ask yourself, where in your life are you handing away your power? The law of responsibility reminds you that true change begins when you take the reins. Law 6. The law of connection. The law of connection shows that nothing in life is isolated. Every choice, even a small one, connects to a future consequence. Everything you experience today was built by steps you took long ago. Even difficult situations are connected to something greater. Nothing is random. Every person you meet has a purpose: learning, healing, awakening, or ending a cycle. Ask yourself, what in your life today may be connected to choices from your past? The law of connection teaches that everything has meaning, even chaos. Law 7. The law of focus. The law of focus says you can only move forward when your mind is directed toward one path. Divide your attention too much, and you lose strength, clarity, and consistency. Most failures come from lack of focus. Starting and quitting, jumping from project to project, changing your mind constantly. Focus also means managing your thoughts. If your mind is stuck in the past or anxious about the future, you miss the only moment where you can act, the present. Ask yourself, where is your focus today? Your mind's direction creates your life's direction. Law 8. The law of hospitality? Hosting. The law of hospitality says you only attract what your energy is prepared to receive. Everything you host internally, feelings, beliefs, emotions, and thoughts, creates the vibrational field that determines what enters your life. If you host anger, resentment, and victimhood, you attract situations that match those emotions. If you host clarity, gratitude, and emotional balance, you attract growth. You must make space inside yourself. Old emotions, old wounds, and old beliefs take up room meant for new experiences. Ask yourself, what are you hosting inside today? Does it align with the life you want? Law Partie 9. The law of constant change. This law explains that you will experience the same situations repeatedly until you learn the necessary lesson. Nothing changes if you keep repeating the same internal patterns. People often complain that they attract the same type of relationships or fall into the same problems. But repetition is not bad luck. It's a spiritual message. You didn't learn yet, let's try again. Once you finally absorb the lesson, the cycle dissolves. You don't need to force anything. Inner change naturally changes the outer world. Ask yourself, what cycle are you repeating? What haven't you learned yet? Kilai Waitwa 10. The law of right action. The law of right action teaches that intention without action changes nothing. You may have good plans, good ideas, and good intentions, but if you don't act, nothing happens. Right action is aligned with your values, your ethics, and your purpose. Not rushed action, right action. Ask yourself, are your actions aligned with your desires, or are you waiting for life to change on its own? Law Shi, Order 11. The law of patience and reward. Everything has the right time to flourish. Impatience creates anxiety, but patience creates lasting results. Most people quit too early because they don't see quick results. But the universe doesn't operate in the rhythm of human urgency. It operates in the rhythm of readiness. Patience is not standing still. It's acting consistently while trusting the process. Ask yourself, why are you in a rush? Is it fear, anxiety, or comparison? Torshlashui 12. The law of significance and inspiration. This law shows that every action affects not only your life, but the world around you. Your choices create invisible waves that reach people and places you'll never know. You have an important role in life. Your authenticity, your purpose, and your truth inspire others, even when you don't realize it. Ask yourself, what impact are you leaving on the world? Does your energy uplift or weigh down? The 12 laws of karma show that nothing is random. Everything you live originates from your own energy, attitudes, and awareness. And once you understand these laws, you realize that your life has always been in your hands, even when you didn't know it. When you change your vibration, intention, and actions, the entire universe begins to reorganize around you. These laws don't exist to punish you. They exist to free you from repetitive cycles, limiting beliefs, and old versions of yourself. They are a map, and now you know exactly where to walk to create the life you deserve. If any of these laws opened your mind today, comment below. Which of the 12 laws touched you the most? Your comment helps others who are seeking clarity and transformation. Don't forget to leave a like, because that helps YouTube show this video to more people who need these messages. And of course, subscribe to the channel to receive more videos like this, with deep reflections, spiritual awareness, and real transformation.